There's a lie that a lot of creators believe. And that lie is that if you're going to take your art seriously, you have to quit your day job, move cities, burn bridges, reinvent everything. But what if you don't? What if making art doesn't require blowing up your life? In this episode, we're talking about how to build a creative practice inside a real adult life with responsibilities, bills, relationships, commitments, without sabotaging the stability you've already worked hard to build. Because creativity doesn't have to be chaos. It can be steady, it can be sustainable, and it can fit your current life the way it is right now. Hey friend, this is Timothy Kimo Brien, your head instigator for Create Art Podcast, where I use my over 30 years of experience in the arts and education world to help you tame your inner critic and create more than you consume. So today we're still continuing on with our Create Anyways series, and today's topic is how to have that creative practice without blowing up your life. You've already worked hard at growing your family, your career, your commitments, everything that goes on with your life. And now you're thinking, how's art going to fit into all of this? Do I have to give up something? And the answer to that is no, you don't have to give up anything. You just find ways to add your practice into your life. And we'll talk about that. So that way you're not making that big mistake of blowing up your life for your art. So let's talk about the myth of the dramatic leap. We romanticize this whole creative or this whole artist life as quit everything and just go for it. Throw all your chips on the table. You're going to be an artist and you're going to be just fine. But the thing of it is that most sustainable creatives, their lives are built quietly and gradually and strategically. You don't need a dramatic origin story to make meaningful art. You can make it here today. You don't have to go and sell everything and quit your career that you've worked so hard to get. You already have enough experience in your life to share it with others. You have something to give to the rest of the world that we all need to see, hear, experience, whatever it is, whatever your discipline is. You already have that. So now it's just a matter of finding time in your day, setting aside time for you in order to go ahead and make that happen. You don't have to give up anything. You may have to readjust things. You may have to cut some time here, there, and everywhere. But the long-term strategy, the long-term view is that, yes, maybe one day it will make you money and you will be able to retire and do this in your retirement or whatnot. But for right now, we need to build things up. We need to build our systems up. We need to build our skill level up. So that way, when it is time, then you can make that leap. But it's not time right now, not this second. It may come in a year, may come in 5, 10, 15 years. For me, I'm recording this here in March of 2026. My retirement plan is to do podcast consulting after I retire from my day job. But I'm not quitting my day job because the market is pretty full of podcast consultants. I am doing a lot of painting, a lot of writing, but that is not going to sustain the current lifestyle that I have right now and my family. So I need to make sure that they're taken care of. And once they're all taken care of, then we can talk about flipping the switch and going into art full time. I may never go into art full time, and I'm okay with that because I have a lot of other things that I can share with the world. And you do too. So you don't need to blow up the life that you have right now for your art. So stability is not your enemy. It's not going to destroy your creativity. Having a steady job, good routine, supportive relationships, that actually helps creativity. And believe me, I used to be of the mind that I got to do it all myself, and all this is tying me down, and blah 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 blah. It's not tying you down. It's the responsibility that you have, and that's a good thing. And that stability can seem boring to some, but you know what? Boring is good sometimes. Security can protect your art from desperation. So you're not desperate in order to sell a piece. And so that way people can't look at, question your integrity with your work. It's not the perfect word that I'm looking for there, but you don't have to compromise your art just to sell a piece, just because the rent is due. You can do your art and do your job and be there for your family. And that way you have less of a chance of being asked to compromise. And really, why compromise when you're making art? It's the way you see it. It's the way you experience it. Don't compromise that for anything. It's for you. And it's for other people that experience it. But mainly it's for you. It's a way that you can express yourself. So don't think that stability is your enemy, because it's not. Compromise is your enemy because you're trying to get something out the door because you got to make rent. All right. So how do you do that? How do you get that stability? How do you do that art in your life? You got to build before you pivot, before you make this your full-time job. So instead of burning down everything right now, expand it. You can create at night. Maybe you get a little less sleep. You do need your sleep, but a little less sleep, or do it on the weekends. Develop your skills privately. Always be learning. Always be learning new things. You're already doing that right now by listening to this podcast, which is great. Keep on doing that. Absolutely. Keep on listening to my past episodes and my future episodes. That's fine. You can do that privately while you're mowing the lawn and getting encouragement to do what you want to do with your art. Let your momentum grow. Let it get going before you make any big decisions, because you're not going to have time to build it if you drop everything and just start doing your art full time. You're not going to have time to build anything. And you want to build something up ahead of time before you pivot into doing art full time. Your creative courage, the idea of being courageous in your art is great, but you don't have to be reckless about it. Be strategic, be methodical with it, but don't just throw away everything because you want to create art. And I know it sounds counterintuitive because I'm always about, hey, yeah, go create your art, but do it responsibly so it doesn't screw up your stability with everything else. Okay, now we're going to talk about integration over escape. And integration is actually one of my words, my guiding principles for 2026. So I think this is pretty interesting for me anyways. But if your art feels like you're escaping from the life that you're living, you may need to adjust that. Here's the thing. Let's integrate our art into our life instead of using art as an escape mechanism. You don't want to abandon your life. You have a good life. You're doing good things. I'm just saying, we, the royal we, the mouse in my pocket and me, is just saying, let's add art into it. And it can coexist with your responsibilities. And it can be informed by them, inspired by them. A lot of people say, oh, I'm trying to find inspiration. You have it right there in your life. With the job that you go to, with the family that you have, you already have it there. Write about it. Let us know what that's like for you. Write about it. Do a painting about it. Do some dance with it. Sculpt. Do something. Make some music. Make some crazy music. that resembles the crazy life that you live and all the craziness that happens in real life. Integrate. Don't escape. Lastly, I want to finish out by saying that slow growth is still growth. 1% better each and every day is still 1% better each and every day. We're building things strategically. We're integrating it into our life, whether that be our career, our family life, our commitments that we have in the society that we live in. We're building it into that. And that's going to take some time. Being slow with stuff doesn't mean you're stagnant. It means that you're being very layered with it. You're being very sustainable, very mature. And if you constantly show up with your art, it's going to beat out that chaos. You don't need the chaos in your life. You already have it. I already have it with having a family. There's enough chaos in my life for that. But the art, when I integrate it into my life, helps calm down that chaos, helps me reset and think about what's important to me. So if you're having growth and it's slow, that's fine. Celebrate that. At least you're having growth. You're not regressing. We're growing into our artist self. And that's a good thing to do. All right, that's all I have for you today. I want to thank you so much for joining me here on Create Art Podcast and for our talk today on making art without blowing up your life. I hope you got something out of that. I know it sounds a little bit counterintuitive, but you've built so much in your life. Don't throw it away. Add to it. This is just another thing to build into your life. That's all it is. Hope you got something out of it. If you would, share it with a friend that may need to hear this. Share it with a friend that may not need to hear it. Doesn't matter. Just share it. Just go ahead and share it. You do that on your podcast app. If you're listening to me on a podcast app or on YouTube, you can hit that share and like button. Definitely appreciate that. If you want to get in contact with me, email me, timothy@createartpodcast.com, and I'll be happy to read any comments, critiques, ideas, requests to appear on the show. Be happy to read and respond to all of that from you. All right. Speaking about sharing it with a friend, I have another podcast. It's called Find a Podcast About, and you can go to findapodcastabout.xyz. That's where I help my listeners there find their next binge-worthy podcast and outsmart the algorithm. Check it out. You might find your next favorite podcast. Also, I want to let you know that in 2025, I started up my own business. It's called TKB Podcast Studio. You can find it at tkbpodcaststudio.com. And that's where I help my clients lead through the noise with quiet professionalism. If you've thought about building a podcast, let me know. Be happy to give you a hand with that. I've been doing it since 2006, so I know a thing or two about a thing or two. But I'd love to help you out. All right, that's all I got for you today. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. And go out there and tame that inner critic, create more than you consume, and make some art and some time for yourself. But make some art for somebody you love, yourself. I'll talk with you next time.